Welcome to this pronunciation course. Before we dive in and master all the English sounds, let me just explain a few things so that you can get the most out of this course. Have a look at this word. The word cough, as you can see on the screen. However, what are those symbols in orange? Well, these symbols represent the sounds, okay? So cough, the spelling has 5 letters, C-O-U-G-H. But when we actually say the word cough, there are only 3 sounds. K, O, and F. K, O, F. Make cough. So I just want to highlight this because the relationship between sound and spelling in English is sometimes a bit odd, sometimes a bit strange. But there are spelling and sound relationship patterns. So I want you to start to notice the patterns between sound and spelling. For example, C can represent the sound K, okay? But it can also represent other sounds, which we'll see later in the course. GH can represent the sound F, as you can see in the spelling cough. So just keep these patterns and relationships in mind. So the symbols that represent the sounds in English that you just saw in orange are the IPA symbols. IPA means International Phonetic Alphabet, which just means the sound alphabet. Now, these symbols are very good to learn. They will help you with your pronunciation and you'll be able to read a new word using the IPA. So during this course, in each lecture, I'll show you the symbol, the IPA symbol that represents each sound. So do your best to try and learn the different symbols which represent the different sounds of English. Now, another thing I want to highlight is that there are 26 letters in the English alphabet. But how many sounds are there in English? There are more than 40 sounds in English. What does this tell you? This tells you that each letter in the alphabet can represent more than one sound. Okay? For example, the letter C in English can represent the sound K, as in cough, but it can also represent the sound S. For example, rice, R-I-C-E, rice. So keep this in mind as well. Some letters can represent different sounds, not just one. So English doesn't have a one-to-one relationship between spelling and sound. Now, let's move on to the first sounds. See you in the next lecture.